Engineers have always had a pivotal role in society. They build the very societies in which we live. Nothing happens around us without engineers. More so today in solving some of the problems and challenges the world faces, be they naturally occurring or man-made. Without engineers, we will not find the solutions to these problems. The Institution of Mechanical Engineers provides what all engineers need, a natural home in which they can flourish in their profession. I think traditionally the engineering profession is a conservative place to work and we are slow to change historically, but this institution is on the front foot and I think the future is bright as a result of that. But one thing is for certain, we cannot change all of the profession alone. We must work together with other professional engineering institutions, with academia, and particularly with industry. We'll have a collective voice instead of a disparate set of voices. I think it's really important to get that key message across. Traditionally, it's largely been lost. So if we work together in a federated way, we stand much more chance of getting our message across. I wanted to be the youngest president of the Institution of Mechanical Engineers. Definitely in order to inspire the next generation of engineers. For me, becoming the first Royal Air Force officer to be president, and importantly, the youngest president in 167 years, has been a huge privilege, and I'm really looking forward to living up to some of my forebears over the course of the next year. I don't think there was one separate moment, but I was never satisfied as a boy to travel on a car or a train or a bus or even in an aeroplane. I always wanted to know why they were moving and how they could go faster. And when I got to university, and I really did understand that it was all because of engineering and have never looked back since. A real turning point in my childhood was seeing a Royal Air Force Vulcan aircraft fly over the crowd at an air show. I was 8 years old. For an instant, it blotted out the sun, and I thought, wow, I want to work for an organisation that makes that happen. I was lucky enough to be sponsored by the Royal Air Force at university to study engineering, and whilst I was there, they taught me to fly at the same time. It's very important to understand the field of engineering you're specialising in, and in terms of aviation, there's no better way than to learn to fly yourself. I think education is at the root of everything engineers do. And we should strive to make sure that we have the very best education for the next generation of engineers to come through. If we don't tackle the shortage of engineers, we will not have a sustainable engineering profession. A single disciplined engineer is consigned to the past. We are all multidisciplinary in the way that we work on projects together to bring a systems solution to a particular problem. So I firmly believe the future is all about collaboration, not working in isolation. Without engineers to face up against the challenges that we as society have ahead of us, none of those problems would be solved. The future is in an engineer's hands.